I've heard this frustration from not Democrats, Republicans, is they are frustrated that it seems like the superintendent cannot stop campaigning for the job that he has. Is that what you're saying as well? Is there has not been a shift out of campaign mode and into work mode for the past year and a half?
I mean, that's what a lot of people. That's on a lot of people's mind. I think there's a lot of rhetoric out there. I mean, I think there's no one that wants him to fail. I mean, I met Ryan when he first came over as secretary, and it just seems like, I don't know. Like I said, we get this bubble here, and I try to tell people, especially new members, hey, social media is not real. And of course, everything we do is, you're an elected official, and so you are you're held to a different standard. You should be, but clicks and likes. I don't live for clicks and likes on social media, and I think that it seems like, especially in the last year and a half, 2 years, it's just and he's got the right. The First Amendment gives me the freedom of speech. So if he wants to go on TV every day or put out a video every day, that's fine. He can do that, and he's freedom of speech gives him the right to say things that make people mad. But it feels like to a lot of us that it's just campaign mode, and I'm vested in this. Despite what I think he did an interview today and said, well, it's just liberal Republicans teaming up with Democrats. That's crap. I'm a rural guy. I live in a conservative part of the world. I go to church with many of the teachers in my school system, and they're good people. They're hardworking people. And so I think when you start throwing around these words that he does with, it's just part of this woke teachers, this liberal teacher establishment. That's crap. I mean, my teachers are just good old, rural people, and you can't lump everybody in a basket. There's bad apples in any profession, but the majority they show up every day. They want to do good. They want to teach our kids, and that's what they want to do. And so, you wake up every day, it's like, what's going to come out next? And so, like I said, I don't spend my life on social media, but I'm very opinionated in my district. And I've done radio shows. I've done forums. I do 3 forums, a pre-session forum, a mid-session forum, and a post-session forum. And if I have issues with, some of his stances, we talk about it. And, I wish him success, but get to work, And so the thing with the superintendent from Bixby, I think I think that's what kind of teed us off was you got a guy who's battle tested, and I thought his response was great back to Ryan, but you got a guy who, defended the Constitution. So Ryan from a small town, Oklahoma, could be the state superintendent someday. You got a guy who signed the line. You've got another guy up there that, this job's easy, bro. There ain't no one shooting. I wake up every day and I'm thinking, man, it's a great day to be alive. There's no one shooting at me up here. You're supposed to make tough votes as a member. But you got a guy who really, when he said he was a clown, he was a liar. Don't do that, because I guarantee if you were standing in front of his face, you would not speak that way. So disagree. It's fine to disagree. I disagree. Colin Walkie is a great example. We couldn't stand each other when we first got elected in 2016, and we became good friends. He would still debate against me. I would debate against him. We voted totally different on pretty much every social issue out there. But I didn't sit around and call him a clown and a liar. And so I think people just get sick of that. It's okay to disagree, but get to work.
I hate asking you this question because we've done stories in the past, but I do have to ask because of what the superintendent said. Do you support porn in schools? Do you hate Christianity? Are you in the pockets of the teachers union?
I didn't know he said that, but obviously, no. That's the stuff that kind of hacks people off. I think if you look at my voting record, that's stupid. I mean, I don't even want to respond to that. And the fact, that's the type of stuff you feel real big and brave behind a TV camera. But if Ryan was sitting in front of me, I don't think he would say that. And I think he knows that. So no, I obviously don't support porn in schools. I mean, it's always been against the law to have stinking porn in schools. And I say I don't deal with a lot of this stuff. I got some great rural school districts and some great teachers that just want to go. And not everybody's the same. Not everybody's the same political party, but they just want to go in there and do their job. And so no, I don't support porn in schools and whatever the hell else he said. I mean, I didn't know he said that actually. And so Thanks for letting me know.
Oh, no problem.
It was hallway. I bet he wouldn't.
He told our news partner, anybody who signs on to this letter's in the pocket of the teachers union, supports porn in schools, and wants Christianity out of the public realm. I think is.
I'll tell you what, faith is a big part of my life, and I think I remember when I got shot in Iraq in 2003, and I lost 3. My battalion commander was killed. I two other buddies, and man, there was a time that it was a bad time, and I remember my mother saying, "Hey, I don't know why that you lived and your buddies died. You may never know, and in your life, but there's a reason." And she said, "I can't help you. I can't relate to you, but God knows." And so, I mean, I had to fall back on my faith many times, and thank God that I had Him to fall back on. And so, you know, my children, they're raised in our home, that we have a loving home, and they know that we're Christians, and I have a pastor and that leads the flock. And so, those are stupid statements.
House Speaker Charles McCall says if 51 Republicans can sign on to an investigative impeachment committee, he will form the committee. West says it's very possible it could get to 51 Republicans, but it is going to take some time. A Senate source told me there will be no comments whatsoever coming out of the state Senate. If impeachment proceedings are to take place, it would be up to the state Senate to be an impartial jury during that impeachment trial. Senators are advised to keep comments to themselves so they can be impartial jurors if this happens.